The Hamilton Southeastern Gymnasium has seen quite a bit of exceptionally good basketball over the years, with both the boys and the girls teams being consistently ranked in the top 20 in the state of Indiana. Many good high school teams have made their way here to Hamilton Southeastern High School to match up with the Royals, and tonight is no exception, as within 24 hours, this gymnasium has hosted two of the top teams in the state of Indiana. Last night, it was Class 1A, number 1 Fort Wayne Canterbury coming down to Hamilton Southeastern to take on the 9th-ranked Lady Royals. In that game, it was Hamilton Southeastern that came out on top as they defeated Fort Wayne Canterbury in a close one, 72-69. In the process, Lady Royals' Taya Reimer scored 27 points in that game and became Hamilton Southeastern's all-time ladies leading all-time scoring leader as the Royals defeated number 1 Fort Wayne Canterbury. Tonight, another scenario as number 1 in Class 4A, Arsenal Tech, comes to Hamilton Southeastern to take on the 3rd-ranked Royals here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Hamilton Southeastern High School. My name is Brian Scott. We also want to welcome in our friends at IndianaTalks.com as we welcome them to high school basketball here on ASO. Indiana Talks, your place for news, talk, sports, and politics. That's IndianaTalks.com as they have their high school game of the week tonight, and we're so glad that they could join us here on ASO for this basketball game. Number 1, Arsenal Tech. Will they have that ranking come Monday? A lot of questions as to that, as Tech lost earlier this week when they took on Cathedral in the championship game of the Indianapolis City Tournament. It was a blowout by Cathedral as Cathedral came away a 67-47 victors over Tech. That game happened to be at Tech, so Tech lost on their home court. It's the second time the Cathedral and Tech had hooked up this season, and these two teams have split their games, and a good chance that we're going to see those two teams face themselves again as they will be playing in the same sectional. Meanwhile, Hamilton Southeastern comes in tonight on a bit of a winning streak. They've only lost one game, and that is to current 3A number 1, Mount Vernon, as Mount Vernon won earlier in the season here at Hamilton Southeastern. Since then, Hamilton Southeastern has won their last 10 in a row, and they have moved all the way up to number 3 in the state of Indiana. What will come Monday when the AP voters get their ballots and decide whether or not who will be number 1 in the state of Indiana? Well, that's anybody's guess. A strong showing here by Tech in defeating Hamilton Southeastern could convince many voters to leave Tech at number 1. Likewise, a strong showing by Hamilton Southeastern in defeating former number 1 could vault the Royals into the top spot in Class 4A. Number 2 belongs to Carmel right now, and the Greyhounds are playing a top 20 team in Ben Davis tonight. So a lot of scenarios going around as Class 4A has seen their share of number 1s go by the wayside this season. In the meantime, we should have a fantastic basketball game for you, as it will be the number 3 Hamilton Southeastern Royals and the number 1 Tech Titans. Tech is coming off of a victory last night. They bounced back off of that 20-point loss to Cathedral by defeating Howe last night by the score of 70-60. Meanwhile, Hamilton Southeastern recorded their 10th win of the season, 10th win in a row, I should say, and knocking off fellow Hoosier Crossroad Conference member McCutcheon last night by the score of 64-52. Zak Irvin, a Michigan recruit who will be playing for John Beeline next year, he was a stat stuffer last night. He had 26 points, 11 boards, 5 assists, and 6 steals, and put in a couple of blocks for good measure, as Zak Irvin and the Royals managed to beat a very good McCutcheon team on the road. They won by 12 points, and for the Royals, they've been putting up points in abundance this season. They come in tonight averaging over 67 points per contest. For Tech, they're no strangers to putting the ball in the basket themselves. They average over 71 points per game while giving up only 58. Before we tell you more about tonight's contest, we're going to have our national anthem. That's our national anthem, a fine rendition by the Hamilton Southeastern Jazz Band in attendance tonight. Speaking of attendance, big crowd here at Hamilton Southeastern. Many people coming here to see a matchup of two of the top teams in the state of Indiana, and we should have a good one, as it is Zak Irvin, again, a Michigan recruit, a Mr. Indiana basketball candidate, averaging over 25 points and 7 boards per contest, taking on Trey Lyles and the Arsenal Tech Titans. Trey Lyles comes in, also a Mr. Indiana basketball candidate. He averages over 18 points per game and also 7 boards per contest as we get ready for basketball here on audiosportsonline.com and Indiana Tech. For Tech, they come in with a record of 15-2. Their loss to Cathedral, they're only the second loss of the season. They lost earlier at Brebeuf Jesuit in a close one by the score of 60-59. They followed that up with a win at Cathedral, but it took overtime as it was Tech defeating Cathedral in that first matchup 67-64. They followed that up with a win against Cathedral in the Hall of Fame Classic Tournament by the score of 60-54 before falling to Cathedral in the city tournament 67-47. So for Tech, they will also have to be facing Cathedral in sectional 10. So it's a good chance that the Irish and the Titans will be hooking up once again. For Hamilton Southeastern, again, they have won 10 straight going back to their loss back on November 30th to Mount Vernon, 52-49. A game in which Brian Satterfield, the head coach of the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, said he was worried about, as the Royals didn't seem to take that game very seriously. They had a poor week of practice. It showed come game day, and it was against no slouch, as Mount Vernon happens to be the number one team in Class 3A. They are undefeated going into play this week. So we should have a fantastic basketball game for you tonight, and especially for all of you now listening via Indiana Talks, as Indiana Talks begins their series of high school basketball games on Fridays and Saturday nights as they partner up with us here at audiosportsonline.com. Let's go ahead and give you the particulars for tonight's contest as we get ready and give you the starting lineups. First off, Indianapolis Tech. They are currently ranked number 1 in Class 4A as of this week. They have a record of 15-2. The head coach is Jason Delaney. He's 31-7 in his second year at the helm of the Titans and 112-85 in his 9th year overall. The head coach of the third-ranked Hamilton Southeastern Royals, who have a record of 13-1, is Brian Satterfield, 189-75 in his 12th season at the helm of Hamilton Southeastern. According to the Sagarin rankings, Hamilton Southeastern is ranked 4th overall in the state of Indiana and 4th in Class 4A. According to the Sagarin rankings, Tech is a little lower. Tech is ranked 11th overall and 10th in Class 4A. Tech defeated Howe last night 70-60, where Southeastern defeated McCutcheon 64-52. And this is the first time these two teams have met, as they have been no meetings over the past 15 seasons. Let's go ahead and get ready and give you our starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Arsenal Tech Titans, the head coach again is Jason Delaney. He will start a 2-guard, 3-forward look. Starting at a guard is a 5'11 freshman, C.J. Walker. The other guard is a 6'3 junior, Jeremy Tyler. At forward is a 6-foot senior, Leo Williams. The other forward is a 6'5 junior, Michael Jones. And the other forward, or more of a center, a 6'10 junior, Trey Lyles. So once again for Tech in the backcourt, it will be Walker and Tyler, and up front it will be Williams, Jones, and Lyles. That's the starting 5 for the Arsenal Tech Titans. For head coach Brian Satterfield's Hamilton Southeastern Royals, Royal fans will know that this is a pretty much a standard lineup that they have had since the beginning of the season. Starting at a guard is a 6'1 senior, Paul Furlan. At the other guard, a 6'2 junior, Tyler Jenkins. The third guard is a 6'1 junior, Eric Davidson. At forward, a 6'4 senior, Ross Risley. And the other forward is a 6'8 senior, Zak Irvin. So in the backcourt, it's Furlan, Jenkins, and Davidson. And up front, it is Irvin and Risley. Those are the starting 5 for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Royals are out of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference in Central Indiana. A very, very strong conference. that they look to once again capture the HCC title. They hold their destiny in their own hands. For Indianapolis Tech, they come out of the Indianapolis Conference, and they also lead that conference coming into play tonight. Again, a very big crowd here on hand here at Hamilton Southeastern High School as the Royals and the Titans get ready to do battle here on Audio Sports Online and Indiana Talks. I want to thank our fans at Indiana Talks who are joining us for the first time tonight here on Audio Sports Online. Again, my name's Brian Scott, and toot my own horn and pull my own plug right here as you can listen to Scott Spout Sports every Wednesday from 7 to 8 right here on IndianaTalks.com. Players are being introduced. A good display of sportsmanship by the Tech Titans as they will be introduced, give a handshake to the officials, and then go and introduce and then go and shake the hands of the coaches at Hamilton Southeastern. So the Titans have been introduced. Now it's time for the Royals. The Titans are dressed in green, road greens with the white numerals and the orange trim. And for Hamilton Southeastern, they're in the home whites with the royal blue numerals as they get ready to be introduced. Again, a big crowd here at Hamilton Southeastern. Not quite the sellout we had for the season opener with the Fishers Tigers, but then again, that is a interscholastic, I should say, rivalry there. Both of them out of the same district, with Fishers just coming into being about 7 or 8 years ago, splitting off from Hamilton Southeastern. So they play every year in both basketball and football for the Mudsock Trophy. And once again this year, Hamilton Southeastern came away the victor in that early season contest. So this place was jam-packed to the rafters for that game. For this one, not quite so much, but still a big crowd on hand. Many people coming here to watch the matchup between two of the top teams in the state of Indiana. I want to remind those tonight watching on Audio Sports Online that you can watch an archive of our game anytime you want via our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, look up Audio Sports Online, and catch a free on-demand video webcast as we archive those games. Post them on Facebook, send them via Twitter, email them to friends and family, all courtesy of Audio Sports Online. Getting ready for basketball as it will be Ross Risley jumping center with Trey Lyles. It is Tech in the green, Royals in the white, and we're ready for basketball as the ball is in the air, and the Titans have the basketball to begin this contest. They move from left to right as C.J. Walker will go right side to Lyles, who goes way beyond the arc. And then they'll send it out to Jones. Jones down to Lyles. Turn around with a right hand off the glass is up and good. And Trey Lyles has the first 2 points of this contest that belong to Arsenal Tech. Southeastern will move right to left. They'll look over a man-to-man defense, much like Southeastern employed on their first possession. And this bounce pass from Tyler Jenkins to Zak Irvin is stolen. Driving and getting a shot rejected is Leo Williams. Jenkins with a reject. Irvin on the other end. His shot is long. Here's a run out by Tech. They will leave it up. And not being able to finish the layup is Leo Williams. And the rebound comes to Zak Irvin and the Royals. Fast action to begin this contest. Skip pass over the top to Paul Furlan in the near corner. He'll give it to Irvin. Irvin top of the key. Has it poked away, but right to Ross Risley. Turnaround jumper left of the lane is no good. Rebounded by C.J. Walker. Walker will leave it left side. Alley-oop to Lyles from Michael Jones is no good, and it's poked away by Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins right side. Eric Davidson, free throw line backs it out, and the Royals will set up their offense. 2-0 in favor of Tech. 6:38 left to go in this opening period. Fast action to begin this contest. Davidson around Lyles. Pull-up three is on its way. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Tech's Leo Williams. He will give it left side to Walker, get it back. Now to Tyler. Tyler drives right baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Tyler Jenkins of Hamilton Southeastern. Southeastern looking for their first point. Pull-up jumper just in front of the arc is no good by Jenkins, and the rebound is controlled by Williams of Tech. He sends it up front to Michael Jones, and Jones can't handle the pass. It will go out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Hamilton Southeastern. And now Brian Satterfield, a little upset with the way his offense is running here to begin the contest, will call an early 30-second timeout with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in this opening quarter of play. Tech leads 2-0 on the strength of a Trey Lyles basket. And both teams now looking to settle themselves down as we get ready to put this ball back into play. You're watching Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online, and also want to again welcome our friends listening via Indiana Talks at indianatalks.com. We've played just shy of 2 minutes of basketball here at Hamilton Southeastern. Trey Lyles has the only points of this contest as his basket gives Tech a 2-0 lead. Tyler Jenkins will inbound the ball to Paul Furlan as both teams keep their lineups the same. Furlan will go right side to Jenkins, back to Furlan. They're in the front court. Zak Irvin with the ball, far sideline, right-hand dribble, picks it up. Skip pass to Davidson, over the top. Davidson will back it up left wing. Now he'll give it to Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball fake, drives baseline, leaves it to Ross Risley. Risley's shot's no good as his little short-range layup is no good. Lyles with the rebound, driving the lane is Lyles, and the ball will be knocked out of bounds by Risley. And the ball will stay in the hands of the Tech Titans. They lead 2-0 with 5:38 left to go, first quarter. Inbound the ball to Michael Jones. Jones left wing, drives in the lane, lays it off for Walker. Walker has his shot blocked by Jenkins, but back into the hands of Tech. Driving right side baseline, Michael Jones, and we'll have a whistle stop play as they'll say Jones took an extra step before putting the ball on the floor, and the ball will go back into the hands of Hamilton Southeastern. Royals still looking for their first point with 5:25 left to go in this opening quarter, as both teams getting up and down the court quickly. Furlan, left side, Jenkins beyond the arc. We'll give it to Risley. Jenkins around a Risley screen, drives in the lane, lays it up with the right hand, shot no good. Lyles has the rebound for Tech, and he will bring it up the court himself. Big 6'10" guy pulls up for a three, shot no good, and Jenkins clears the rebound for Southeastern. He'll go right side to Eric Davidson. Davidson with the basketball now, gives it to Zak Irvin, who will give it right back to Paul Furlan. Furlan near the center jump circle, gives it to Irvin, free throw line left, and Irvin will back it out, guarded closely by Michael Jones. Pull-up jumper by Irvin from the left elbow is no good, but a whistle and a foul is called. And the first foul of this contest goes against the Titans, Michael Jones. His first, team first, and it will send Zak Irvin to the line. Irvin again averaging 24 points a game, 73% free throw shooter, hits the first. And the Royals are now on the board. Justin Barksdale now into the lineup for Coach Satterfield's Royals. He'll take over for Ross Risley. And Zak Irvin will be stepping back up to the free throw line to see if he can tie this game with a free throw. Actually, they are correcting the foul call. It's not against Jones, it's against C.J. Walker. Zach's second free throw rims out, and Lyles has the rebound before giving it to Walker, and it's a 2-1 Tech lead. 4:34 left to go as they try to get the ball down low to Lyles in the low post. Jeremy Tyler's pass is knocked out of bounds by Hamilton Southeastern, and it will be Jones inbounding from the baseline. He gets it to Lyles, right back to Jones. His little right-handed hook from the low post is no good. Jenkins clears the rebound for Southeastern quickly up the court. Top of the key, Jenkins picks up his dribble, gives it to Furlan. Three ball on the way is long. Davidson with a rebound, and he has his shot rejected by Jeremy Tyler, but will stay down here at the Southeastern end of the court as Tyler Janney now set to enter the lineup for Hamilton Southeastern for Paul Furlan. 2-1, Tech with the lead, 4:16 left to go in this first quarter. Davidson with the inbound finds Irvin. Three ball right wing on its way, hits short, front iron. Lyles has the rebound. He'll give it to Walker. Walker will push it up, leave it left side to Tyler. Back to Walker between the circles. Guarded by Davidson. Left side to Tyler. Tyler, nice entry pass to Lyles. Lyles on a give and go. Gives it right back to Tyler. And Jeremy Tyler has the bucket. Good presence there by Lyles. As he saw Tyler got the pass from Tyler. Tyler cut to the basket. And Lyles gave it right back. Zak Irvin loses the ball at the left wing, but right into the hands of Eric Davidson. 4-1, Tech with a lead. 3:37 left to go, first period. Irvin between the circles, goes through his legs, goes left side, leaves it for Davidson. Davidson pull up three, top of the key is good. Eric Davidson hits the three from the top of the key. We're tied at 4. Hamilton Southeastern comes in shooting better than 36% from beyond the arc. As the entry pass to Lyles, he's met by Barksdale. He'll kick it out. Leo Williams gives it back to Lyles, left wing beyond the arc. Pull-up jumper just in front of the arc is up and good by Trey Lyles. Lyles with the jumper, and now Tyler Jenkins drives left side of the lane and dribbles it off of his foot. Substitutions now as entering the lineup is Chris Ford for Hamilton Southeastern. And also entering for Tech for C.J. Walker is Rashawn Richardson. Tied, 6-4, Tech with a lead. Pull-up jumper, left elbow is up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Southeastern. Left side, Davidson. Davidson makes a move, and he'll be called for steps as he didn't put the ball on the court. Quick shot by Leo Williams was rebounded by the Royals, but Davidson commits the traveling violation. The ball goes back to Tech, up by 2, with 2:37 left to go in this first period of play. A little bit of anxiousness, both teams still filling each other out, trying to make some big plays. And it's a low-scoring first quarter so far for two teams that are used to putting up some points. 3-ball far wing up, no good by Jeremy Tyler. Rebounded by Trey Lyles, and they'll just jump up and flush it with the right hand. Lyles with a rebound, and it's 6'10" and a big wingspan. He just reached up and flushed it down with the right hand. Here's Zak Irvin. He's still looking for some points from the field as Davidson has the ball left wing. He'll back it up between the circles, goes right side, gives it up to Ford, back to Davidson. They go down low to Barksdale, back to Davidson, top of the key. Tyler Janney drives in to Barksdale, back to Davidson, and now traveling. You can see the Royals a little bit intimidated with a big 6'10" Trey Lyles down in the low post as they keep kicking the ball back out. And quickly, Tech comes up the court. They'll get the ball into the hands of Rashawn Richardson in the near corner, and then to Michael Jones at the wing. Left side. They move the ball to Trey Lyles, well outside on the wing. Pull-up jumper, he looks underneath. Instead passes the ball. He will get the ball right back and now give it off into the far corner to Leo Williams. Williams will give the ball up. 3-ball by Michael Jones. Top of the key is no good. Zak Irvin has the rebound for Hamilton Southeastern. Both teams moving the ball around quite a bit. Wade Traeger now in. Pulls the trigger on a 3 from the near corner and hits. And that'll give Southeastern their first lead of this game, 8-7. Both teams trying to move the ball around a lot as Lyles will take the ball on the far left out beyond the arc. And now they'll reverse the ball to the near corner. Drive in the lane is Deshaun Richardson, and they'll call him for steps. Paul Furlan coming back in for Hamilton Southeastern. He'll come in for Tyler Janney. 49.7 seconds remain in a fast-moving opening quarter. Southeastern with an 8-7 lead over number 1 Tech. Furlan with the basketball. He works on Leo Williams, gives the left side to Irvin. Irvin around a screen, now dribbles between the circles, left side, gives it to Ford. Back to Irvin, 3-ball from the left wing is no good. Ball is loose, and Williams tracks it down for Tech. Outlets it into the front court. Here comes Tech, driving in the lane, off of the glass with a right hand, no good by Jones. Traeger with a rebound for Southeastern. Bounce pass to Ford. Pull up 3 on its way, halfway down, comes back out. But Traeger's there following the play, and Wade tips it back up and in. Traeger with 5 points, 9-8 Southeastern. 3-ball near corner bounces out by Deshaun Richardson. 1 second, half-court shot by Furlan, bounces off the glass, and that's the end of an exciting first period of action with Hamilton Southeastern leading by 1, 9-8. You're watching Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online and listening to it on the High School Game of the Week on IndianaTalks.com. Welcome back to Hamilton Southeastern High School. Brian Scott with you tonight on ASO and IndianaTalks.com. We've played one quarter of action between number 3 Hamilton Southeastern and the number 1 Arsenal Tech Titans, and it's the Royals with the 9-8 lead. 5 points from Wade Traeger, 3 points from Eric Davidson, and a point from Zak Irvin from the line. Meanwhile, for the Titans, 6 points from Trey Lyles and a bucket from Jeremy Tyler. That's our scoring here in the first period as both teams moving the ball around quite a bit, trying to get some good looks. For the Royals, the imposing presence of 6'10" Trey Lyles has kept them from going down in the paint. And for the Titans, they've watched Hamilton Southeastern play some pretty good defense. Royals will have the basketball to begin this second quarter, moving right to left. Wade Traeger with the basketball, loses it briefly. He'll kick it out to Davidson. Davidson, right side, will set the lineups for a minute as Larry Johnson has the basketball, gives it to Eric Davidson. He's joined by Paul Furlan, Wade Traeger, and Ross Risley. Johnson, right wing, gives it to Risley at the free throw line. They move it around. Traeger, corner, drives, lays it up, off the glass, no good. Here comes Richardson and the Titans. Trey Lyles, Michael Jones, Deshaun Richardson. Here's Lyles with the basketball left of the lane, drives in the lane, lays it up with a soft right hand, and he now has 8 points. C.J. Walker also back on the court for Coach Jason Delaney. And Jeremy Tyler, those are the 5 for the Titans. With the basketball, Paul Furlan, right wing, looks for a Johnson screen, moves left side to Davidson, to Traeger, left wing beyond the arc. Traeger around a Risley screen, now pick and roll action. Risley takes it to the cup and scores. Nice little pick and roll action there from Davidson and Risley. And the Royals back up by 1, 11-10. Driving right side of the lane, shot high off the glass and getting it to drop is Michael Jones. Jones with his first bucket, and the lead goes back in favor of the Tech Titans, 12-11, just underway here in second quarter action here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Again, pick and roll by Davidson, but this time Risley guarded well down low by Jeremy Tyler. Wade Traeger with the basketball left of the center jump circle. Right-hand dribble goes to the right side to Paul Furlan. Furlan looking for Larry Johnson's screen. Now Johnson will try to set up in the post, but he'll have to reset the offense. Furlan dribbles between the circles, now comes right side, finds Eric Davidson beyond the arc. Davidson back to Furlan. They'll swing it around left wing to Traeger. Traeger pick and roll with Risley. Risley has to stop. They'll kick it out. 3-ball on its way is up and good as they swing the ball around to Paul Furlan. And Furlan will give the Royals a 2-point lead, 14-12, 5:48 left to go. Here's Lyles. Looks, spins, sends it out to the near corner. 3-ball on its way is no good by Jeremy Tyler. Royals have the rebound. Paul Furlan, right side, Eric Davidson. Beyond the arc on the wing. Gets a Larry Johnson screen. Johnson wide open for a moment, but Lyles back down into the post. Now Furlan on the left wing, another pick and roll. Ross Risley, I should say, gets the bucket. And this is something we haven't seen a whole lot out of Hamilton Southeastern. A lot of pick and roll action. And so far it's beginning to work very, very well as the timeout is called by Coach Jason Delaney of Tech. And Hamilton Southeastern leads the number 1 ranked Tech Titans by the score of 16-12 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this first half of play. A packed house here at Hamilton Southeastern. My name's Brian Scott. Glad you could join us for Royals basketball on ASO. And also joining us tonight, our friends from IndianaTalks.com. We hope you're enjoying tonight's action. Some of the best high school basketball in Central Indiana can be found right here on Indiana Talks and AudioSportsOnline.com. Out of the timeout, it will be for the Titans, C.J. Walker, Jeremy Tyler, Michael Jones, Rashawn Richardson, and Trey Lyles. Those are the 5 out on the court. As with the ball, Williams left wing. He will give it up to Jones. Jones, pull-up jumper from the right elbow. That rims out. Getting the rebound for Hamilton Southeastern is Nick Wethington now into the game. Paul Furlan, 3 from the near corner. That's off the side of the rim. Ball is loose, and the long rebound comes out to Eric Davidson. Zak Irvin, Tyler Jenkins, Nick Wethington, and Eric Davidson join Paul Furlan as the 5 on the court. As Jenkins is stopped at the free throw line, finds Zak Irvin. Irvin, little dipsy-do, pulls up for the jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Leo Williams. Tech will bring it the other way, trailing by 4 with 4:39 left to go in the first half. Directing traffic is Leo Williams. He'll go left side to Walker. Walker finds Lyles, guarded by Wethington. Wethington close, and now we have a whistle, and they'll say the ball, as Walker got it near the corner, he stepped on the sideline. Michael Jones departs. It's actually Jeremy Tyler that comes back in. 16-12, Southeastern with the lead as Furlan brings it into the front court. Front court near the center jump circle with a right-hand dribble, guarded by Walker. Now comes right side, gives it to Davidson. Davidson between the circles, reverses, goes right side to Furlan. Furlan backs up near the timeline. Right-hand dribble, now gives it to Zak Irvin beyond the arc, right wing. Irvin spins in the lane, hop step, puts up the jumper, shot no good. Lyles with a rebound. Long outlet pass to Walker. Walker takes it, and it will be a blocking foul called on Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins looked like he had position, but they call him for the block. The shot is good, but down on the court still is C.J. Walker as his teammates help him up. And it will be Walker heading to the line as he takes a deep knee bend and goes back to the free throw line. In the meantime, Tyler with his first foul. It's only the first team foul. This game has been fairly clean considering all the running up and down and passes. Only 1 foul apiece as C.J. Walker is able to complete the three-point play and make it a 1-point Southeastern lead, 16-15, with under 4 left to play in the first half. Davidson, left-hand dribble, gives it to Wethington, right side to Furlan, back to Davidson between the circles. And now he'll dribble it with a left hand. Makes a move, goes right side, leaves it off for Paul Furlan. He'll take it between the circles. Drives right side down the lane, back to Davidson. 3 ball on the way, hits front iron, no good. Lyles with a rebound for Tech. Tech could go back into the lead with a basket. Lyles spins in the lane, leaves it with a right hand, but leaves it short. Here's Zak Irvin, as Irvin's met at the midcourt stripe. He's bumped by Walker, no foul. Back to Davidson. Davidson bounced past baseline. The Royals moving around. Zak Irvin from 3 for the top of the key. As Irvin pumps a fist and puts Southeastern back out on front by 4 with 3:05 left to go in the first half. Walker will go left side to Leo Williams at the wing. Back to Walker between the circles, right side to Tyler. Jeremy Tyler picks the ball up, gives it over to Leo Williams. They move the ball down into the corner, trying to get Lyles on the low post. He's knocked off the blocks by Nick Wethington. Wethington getting some minutes here. He has a bit of the height and the long arms to harass Lyles. Lyles has to kick it out. 3 ball on the way by Jeremy Tyler's no good. Getting the rebound and the putback is no good by Leo Williams. And as Nick Wethington gains the rebound, a whistle will stop play, and a foul is going to be called against Tech. Foul will go against Leo Williams, his first, team's second. Substitution, Nick Wethington and Eric Davidson depart. Justin Barksdale is back in, as is Chris Ford. 19-15, Southeastern with the basketball and a 4-point lead. 2:26 remain in this first half. Furlan, left side, finds Barksdale. Barksdale, left wing, almost loses the basketball, gathers it up, gives it to Chris Ford. Ford dribbles, left of the elbow, kicks it out to Tyler Jenkins. And Jenkins will reset the half-court offense near the center jump circle. Left-hand dribble, drives, stops left of the elbow, bounces it out to Irvin. And Irvin will back it up. Looking for a Jenkins screen. Instead, we'll go right side to Paul Furlan. Under 2 minutes left first half. Furlan, left-hand dribble, left wing. Here's Zak Irvin for three. Halfway down, comes back out. Rebounded by Jeremy Tyler. Tyler out front to Trey Lyles, who makes a nice little hesitation move. Gets Zak Irvin in the air and then finishes it off for his 10th point of the contest. Here's a long-range three by Paul Furlan. Shot no good, and the ball will be last touch by Hamilton Southeastern. Wade Traeger, Tyler Janney back in for Coach Satterfield's Royals as Tyler Jenkins and Paul Furlan depart. 19-17, Royals with the lead, but it's Tech with the basketball. Left side, Leo Williams. Looks, finds Lyles down in the low left blocks. Lyles makes a move, loses the basketball, but is still strong enough to go back and get it and put it in with a right hand. And we are tied at 19. A minute 12 left to go in the first half. Irvin between the circles. Right-hand dribble works on Trey Lyles. Drives left of the lane and now loses it, but they'll say, instead of getting the steal, Jeremy Tyler, I believe, committed the foul. It'll be the third team foul against Arsenal Tech. And they're going to get Leo Williams with a foul. That's his second. Tyler Janney, left side, gives it to Barksdale, who kicks it out to Zak Irvin. Irvin, left-hand dribble, in the lane, drives, lays it off glass, no good. Barksdale with the follow. His putback's no good. Lyles takes it off the rim. Tech running in transition and blocked from behind. Tyler Janney was there to make sure that Leo Williams couldn't complete the play. As Williams will now depart, C.J. Walker comes in as well, as leaving will be Rashawn Richardson. Demetrius Shaw now in for Tech. Irvin will depart as Zach leaves with 4 points. They'll lob it into Lyles. Lyles will swing it around. They'll go all the way to the far corner. 3-ball halfway down, comes back out by Richardson. Shot put back, no good by Lyles. Put back up this time by Shaw is no good. And finally getting the rebound and the basket is Michael Jones. Going the other way, shot no good. Lyles comes down with a rebound as Wethington's shot was no good. And then Wethington, in trying to get the loose ball, commits the foul with 24.7 seconds remaining. Actually, they're going to get Chris Ford with the foul. His first. 21-19 Tech with the basketball, leading with 19 seconds left. Walker on the court, finally gives it to Lyles beyond the arc left wing, and Lyles will back it up. 10 seconds remain in the half. Trey Lyles with the dribble. Stops, free throw line, gives it left side. Jumper is up, no good by Michael Jones. Three-quarter court shot by Barksdale would not have counted had it gone, and that's the end of an entertaining first half of play here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. May not be as high a scoring game as many would have thought coming into tonight's game, but it's been entertaining nonetheless. And at the break, number 1 Tech leads number 3 Hamilton Southeastern by the score of 21-19. Fans, you're going to hear a little bit of a silence here as we take a bit of a break. We'll check back in about 5-6 minutes. We'll have our halftime stats. We'll also tell you what's happening as far as Royals basketball goes in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Again, at halftime, it's Tech 21, Southeastern 19. This is Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online and the Saturday night game of the night, I should say, on IndianaTalks.com.
Attends many
Welcome back to Hamilton Southeastern High School. Those of you watching on audiosportsonline.com and those of you listening via indianatalks.com, we welcome you tonight. Tonight's broadcast between number 1 Arsenal Tech and number 3 Hamilton Southeastern. At the break, it is Tech with a 2-point lead, 21-19. We'll have some of our halftime stats in just a moment. Let's take you around the Hoosier Crossroads Conference tonight as play begins. Hamilton Southeastern pretty much controls their own destiny as they come in with a perfect 7-0 conference record, 13-1 overall, and winners of their last 10. Noblesville is in second place, 10-3 overall, and 5-1 in conference play. And the Millers last night knocked off Brownsburg to win their 5th consecutive game. Fishers comes in number 3 in the conference, actually tied for second. They're 10-5 overall, but 5-1 in the conference. And both the Millers and the Tigers both hold one thing in common. Their lone loss was to Hamilton Southeastern. Avon is 8-8 overall, 3-3 in conference play. Lafayette Jefferson 5-9 overall, 2-3 in the conference. Westfield comes in at 7-7, but only 2-4 in conference play, and they've lost their last 2. Brownsburg has moved up. They're 4-9 overall, 2-4 in conference play. Zionsville 7-7 overall, but only 2-5 in the conference, and they've lost their last 2. McCutcheon is 9-7 overall, a good record, but they're 1-4 in conference play, and they lost to Southeastern last night. And Harrison rounds out the HCC, another team with a good overall record at 8-6, but only 1-5 in the HCC. Though the Raiders have won their last 2. Let's take you around the HCC last night. Avon knocked off Zionsville 57-53. The Royals knocked off McCutcheon, as I mentioned earlier, 64-52. Harrison 51, Westfield 49. Lawrence North defeated Fishers in one of the games of the night. Lawrence North will be the next opponent for Hamilton Southeastern. 68-49 was the score in that one. And Noblesville knocked off Brownsburg 62-49. Games involving Hoosier Crossroads Conference teams tonight. Delphi is at Lafayette Jefferson. Harrison is at Kokomo, and Lebanon is at Westfield. That's your look around the Hoosier Crossroads Conference as we begin play this evening. At the break, it is Tech 21, Southeastern 19. Let's give you our halftime stats for the visiting Tech Titans, and leading all scores with 12 points is Trey Lyles. 4 points from Michael Jones, 2 points from Jeremy Tyler, and 3 points from C.J. Walker. For the Southeastern Royals, they're led by 5 points from Wade Traeger, 4 points each from Zak Irvin and Ross Risley, and 3 points each from Paul Furlan and Eric Davidson. Story of this game, well, both teams trying to feel each other out a little bit. For Hamilton Southeastern, it's trying to figure out how to contend with the big 6'10" Trey Lyles in the down low in the paint defensively. They've gotten some good action off of pick and rolls during this contest. That led to some easy baskets. But still, Lyles is a strong force on both the offense and the defensive end. And right now, Hamilton Southeastern still having a little bit of a matchup problem. They've got some guys that have the size and the height and the length, but none of them have the bulk that Trey Lyles does. For Hamilton Southeastern, they've been trying to get a lot of ball movement, but they're still waiting for their star Zak Irvin to get on track. Zak, a little bit frustrated at times, has not been able to get his shot off when he wanted to, and when he hasn't been able to make it. So we'll see if that changes here as we get ready for second half action tonight on Audio Sports Online and IndianaTalk.com. We're ready for second half action now to begin the second half. Starters for both teams will be back out. C.J. Walker, Jeremy Tyler, Michael Jones, Leo Williams, and Trey Lyles for the Tech Titans. And for Southeastern, it will be Paul Furlan, Eric Davidson, Tyler Jenkins, Zak Irvin, and Ross Risley. The Titans will have the basketball to begin the second half. They'll move right to left. Titans in the road green, the Royals in the road white, and the Royals start the second half in a 2-3 zone. Didn't see any zone for them in the first half, but they'll start the second half in a zone. As from the left wing, Tyler sends it out, but they'll reverse the ball to Leo Williams at the right wing. Looking for Lyles down in the low blocks right post. He'll send it right back out once he gets it from Williams. And Williams, free throw line, gets it into the hands of Jones. Jones can't hold on to it. Here's Tyler Jenkins. Left side, Eric Davidson. Nice little hesitation, and Eric Davidson has the bucket. That ties the game at 21 as Tech commits the turnover, and they'll head back in. Here's Lyles, turnaround jumper from right of the lane. That's way off. Here's Zak Irvin with a rebound. Zak, right side, loses the basketball, poked from behind by Walker. Outlet pass to Williams, and he alley-oops it to Trey Lyles. Lyles missed it by a mile. He didn't look like he lost the handle of the ball. He just misaimed where he wanted to put it down. He can't decide if he wanted to flush it or lay it off the glass. But in the end, it goes off of a Royal and will belong back to Tech. Tech has the basketball. It's Michael Jones down low to Lyles, and Lyles will get the easy basket. Lyles with 14 points. It's 23-21 in favor of Tech. And Eric Davidson will have it poked away by Jeremy Tyler right in front of the Southeastern bench on the far sideline. And Zak Irvin will trigger the inbounds right in front of the Royals coaching staff. Just underway here in the third quarter, a 2-point Tech lead, as it was at the end of the first half. 23-21 is our score as Paul Furlan at the center jump circle with a hand in his face by C.J. Walker goes left side to Jenkins. Jenkins sees Irvin in the low post as Lyles comes out. Here's Paul Furlan, drives baseline. Right-hand runner is short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. That one's long, and Lyles has the rebound. He'll give it to C.J. Walker. Walker, near side, shot long by Williams, but to put it back up and in is Jeremy Tyler. And Tech increases their lead to 4 at 25-21. Entry pass to Risley beyond the arc. Knocked away by Lyles, but it gets into the hands of Jenkins at the left wing. Back between the circles is Paul Furlan, left side to Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins lobs it into Zak Irvin, and Irvin's there for the easy 2. Easy basket for Irvin. It's back to a 2-point Tech lead with 5:39. They get it down to Lyles. Lyles works against Irvin, and we'll have a whistle, and they'll call Lyles for traveling. Lyles thought he was getting a forearm in the back by Zak Irvin, but they call him for steps. C.J. Walker will depart, and Demetrius Shaw now in for Coach Jason Delaney's Tech Titans. Tech up by 2, but Southeastern has the basketball. Left side, this is Jenkins. He'll give it between the circles to Risley, who swings it around to the near side wing. Davidson now, top of the key, backs it up between the circles. Right-hand dribble. Looks, and now he'll have to kick it back out to Jenkins between the circles. Jenkins makes a move on Lyles, kicks it out to Furlan. Furlan to Irvin. Irvin's 3 from the wing is good. Zak Irvin's 3 from the wing gives Southeastern the lead back at 26-25 with 4:55 remaining in this third quarter of play. Here's a 3 from the left wing by Jeremy Tyler. His shot's no good, but the putback is up and good by Michael Jones. Jones with 6, and it's back to a 1-point lead for Tech, 27-26. Here's a 3, Tyler Jenkins from the right wing. Hamilton Southeastern, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the Central Indiana. When they get it going from the perimeter, they can go on some long streaks. They're up by 2, 29-27. Driving down the right side of the lane with a strong move is Michael Jones. He'll get the bucket. Hoop and harm as he'll head to the line to try to complete the three-point play, as the foul will go against Hamilton Southeastern. Ross Risley will commit his first team foul against the Royals in the second half. And completing the three-point play is Jones, and it's a 1-point lead. Zak Irvin drives right side, given the goaltend as Lyles was up there, and the foul. Irvin drives right side of the lane, gets the bucket as they call goaltending, and also will head to the free throw line. Zak's free throw is good, as they called the foul on Trey Lyles, his first. And the Royals have a 2-point lead, 32-30. Free throw line, Jones drives right down the middle of the lane. Whistle stop play. And a foul will be called. Eric Davidson will be called for the personal, his first, team's second. That'll send Jones to the line. And Jones hits the first of two. Jones on the season is a 62% free throw shooter, but he hits his first two, and now we have the officials discussing a matter. As getting in, ready to check in is Jacob Van Fossen, as he will come in for Trey Lyles. Lyles finally sitting. He didn't sit at all in the first half. He's going to sit here with 3:54 left to go in the third quarter. He has 14 points. Jones with a second free throw, and the 62% free throw shooter misses one. Irvin with a rebound into the front court, leaves it for Furlan. Furlan to Davidson, top of the key, Jenkins. Shot fake is sent back out by Jenkins, and now Zak Irvin will take it to the center circle. Right side dribble, pull-up jumper from 14 is good. And Zak Irvin starting to heat things up. Southeastern out in front by 3. Jones with the basketball. Jumper from the right elbow is no good. And going up, and they're going to call an over-the-back foul on Demetrius Shaw as he went over Zak Irvin for the rebound. Irvin went down hard, but looks no worse for the wear. It is the second team foul against Tech, as the Royals inbound the basketball with 3:23 remaining in the third quarter, up 34-31. Davidson right side to Jenkins to Risley, and they'll swing it back around. Davidson between the circles, left side to Furlan at the wing. Paul will swing it back out top, as this time it's Tech going to the 2-3 zone. Left side, Furlan for 3, but he pulls it back up. Here is Zak Irvin, long-range 3, and Irvin buries it. Zak Irvin buries a 3. He now has 17 points, and the lead is 6 for Southeastern, 37-31. 2:43 left to go in this third quarter. Michael Jones, he slings it left side. Leo Williams, his shot no good. Rebounded by Jacob Van Fossen. And we're going to have a foul called against Southeastern. Foul will go against Tyler Jenkins, his second. Team foul number 3 against Hamilton Southeastern, as Ross Risley will sit. Justin Barksdale comes back in. Tech just able to get it into Jones, the right wing just in front of the arc. He lays it off to Shaw, who will give it back to Jones. Jones, right-hand dribble, met by Barksdale, drives baseline, throws it off glass, shot no good. Rebounded underneath his block as Shaw goes up, but then getting the rebound and the putback is Jacob Van Fossen. They're going to give it to Michael Jones. A 4-point Southeastern lead, 37-33. Davison drives baseline. He's cut off. He'll swing it back out. Furlan, right side to Irvin, beyond the arc. He's guarded by Jones. Pull-up jumper, and as Irvin goes up, he's fouled, and Zak Irvin's headed into the line to shoot 3. Michael Jones is just going to walk all the way over to the Tech bench as Trey Lyles is getting ready to check back in for Coach Jason Delaney. Zak Irvin at the line to shoot 3. Misses the first as that one's long. 1:54 left to go in the third quarter. The Southeastern, who trailed by 2 at the half, now leads by 4, 37-33, and Irvin has 2 more free throws. Second free throw is good. Lyles back in. Van Fossen will depart. And Irvin with 1 more free throw due. And the second drops. So Irvin gets 2 of 3. He has 19 points now after only having 4 in the first half. 15 in the quarter. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow is no good by Jeremy Tyler. Getting the rebound and the putback is Demetrius Shaw. Shaw with his first points, and it remains a 4-point Southeastern lead with 1:34 left to go in the quarter. Irvin leaves it left side. Jenkins drives baseline, leaves it for Barksdale, and Justin Barksdale finishes it off on a nice play as Tyler Jenkins drives baseline and feeds Barksdale under the basket. Lyles in the lane, spins, right-hander, will not drop, tipped out to C.J. Walker. He will give it left side, and the three from the corner by Jeremy Tyler is up and good. 41-38, Southeastern with the lead in the basketball. Irvin, pull-up jumper, right elbow, short, grazes the front of the rim, rebounded by Shaw. He'll give it to Lyles, who will give it to C.J. Walker. 53 seconds remain in the third quarter. Tech trails by 3. Michael Jones looking to give the ball up. Kicks it out. Lyles beyond the arc, drives in the lane, is met by Irvin, is still managed to get the shot. Irvin looking for the player control foul. Whistle doesn't call. There was a lot of contact in the lane. And that Lyles basket cuts the deficit to 1 for Tech. They trail 41-40. Southeastern will hold for the final shot with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Jenkins at the center jump circle now moves to his left with a right-hand dribble. 12 seconds remain in the quarter. Jenkins making a move on Shaw. Behind the back, pulls up, left elbow, kicks it out to Davidson for 3. Eric Davidson hits the 3 from the corner at the buzzer. And Hamilton Southeastern leads by 4 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're watching Southeastern basketball on Audio Sports Online and listening tonight on IndianaTalks.com. Welcome back to Hamilton Southeastern High School. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway between number 3 Hamilton Southeastern and number 1 Tech. It is the Royals with a 4-point lead as Eric Davidson hits the jumper from the corner for 3. And the Royals will have the basketball to begin quarter number 4, moving left to right. It'll be Tyler Janney, Zak Irvin, Tyler Jenkins, Justin Barksdale, and Eric Davidson on the court. Here's Zak Irvin, pull-up jumper in the lane's no good. Rebounded clear by C.J. Walker. Walker will bring it into the front court, hand it off to Michael Jones. Jones drives in the lane. Right-hand runner is no good, but a whistle and a foul will be called against the Royals. It'll be their 4th team foul. And send Michael Jones to the free throw line. Tyler Janney will be called for his first personal. And as I mentioned, the 4th team foul. As the free throw by Jones rattles out. Jones with 12 points so far. Lyles leads the Titans with 16. Second free throw from Jones is good. 44-41. That's our score. Just underway fourth quarter here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Brian Scott with you tonight on ASO and Indiana Talks as Barksdale swings it around right wing. Tyler Janney. Janney gives it to Irvin. Irvin treats between the circles, guarded by Trey Lyles. Right-hand dribble, gives it up to Janney. Janney baseline, backs it out, and now we'll have a double dribble called against Tyler. Janney trying to back it out, got both of his hands on the basketball, and he's called for the double dribble. Tech has the basketball, trailing by 3. As they feed Trey Lyles beyond the arc wing left, he'll give it up to Jones, top of the key beyond the arc. Right side, that's Jeremy Tyler, back to Jones. Jones in the lane, lobs it to Lyles. Lyles puts it up, leaves it short, and the rebound's controlled by Davidson. Long outlet pass to Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins goes up, leaves it up, gets the putback. It was either Jenkins or Barksdale, and they'll give it to Jenkins, I believe. And now we will have a held ball as Lyles goes up toward the basket. Barksdale meets him, ties him up. The possession error will favor Tech. 6:41 left to go in regulation. Southeastern leads 46-41. Jenkins departs. Wade Traeger back in. Lyles takes the inbound to the left of the basket. Backs down Barksdale, spins with a right hand. Won't get the bucket, but he's going to earn a trip to the line as he's going to be fouled by Justin Barksdale. Trey Lyles at the line for the first time tonight. He is a 74% free throw shooter on the season. He has 16 points. First free throw is good. 17 points now for Lyles. 4-point Southeastern lead. Lyles with one more. Bends the knees, flicks the wrist, and sinks the free throw. A 3-point Southeastern advantage. 6:34 remains in regulation. Here's Tyler Janney will slowly walk it up the court. Gives it right side to Zak Irvin. Irvin back left to Janney. Janney finds Davidson in the far corner. And a skip pass out to Irvin for three. That's short off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Tyler. Jeremy Tyler drives, lays it high off the glass. Shot no good, but Trey Lyles skies and flushes it down with a right hand to give Tech, to have Tech trail by only one, 46-45. Irvin has to pick up his dribble as the Royals move it around. Back top of the key, Irvin gets the basketball. Makes a move, bounce past the baseline to Traeger. Back out to Janney to Traeger. Traeger tripped up as he did a bit of a shot fake. Tried to make a baseline move, and he's tripped up by C.J. Walker. Walker's second. It's the team's fourth against Tech. Ross Risley back into the game. He'll come in for Coach Brian Satterfield's Royals and take over for Justin Barksdale, who's done a pretty good job here in relief. Inbound from Davidson as the Royals swing it around. Davidson goes to the far corner, now backs it up left wing. Gets a Janney screen, pull up three, top of the key, off the side of the rim. Janney had it for a minute. Tech comes away with it. Long outlet pass as driving and thinking he had an easy layup was Jeremy Tyler, but Zak Irvin raced back and swatted it out of his hands. Tech will keep the basketball, but a good defensive play by Zak Irvin getting back quickly. 46-45, Southeastern with the lead, but Tech with the basketball looking to once again take the lead. Walker will inbounds, looking for Lyles. Good defense by the Royals. He will find Lyles, but almost back between the circles. Nick Wethington now in also for Hamilton Southeastern. Lyles makes a move. Left of the free throw line, he will pull up the runner, and Lyles will hit. And Southeastern now trails as that Lyles basket gives Tech the 47-46 lead with 5:12 in regulation. Pull-up jumper, Zak Irvin, rims out, no good. Rebounds comes down by C.J. Walker. Tech running the other way. Walker, right side, in the lane. Lays it up off the glass, no good. Put back by Shaw is no good. Irvin has the rebound for the Royals. He will drive right side, goes baseline, kicks it out. Eric Davidson, three from the wing. That comes out, and Lyles has the rebound, and then he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Zak Irvin. Good look by Eric Davidson on a great find by Irvin, but Davidson can't get the three to drop, and instead the foul will be called against Irvin. Zach's first personal, but it's the sixth team foul against Hamilton Southeastern, so Tech will be in the bonus for the remaining 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Tech up by a point, 47-46. Lyles, right side, Jones. Jones, step backs from Traeger. Jumper is long, rebounded by Shaw. His shot no good. Coming in to get the putback was Jeremy Tyler. He can't get the ball to drop, but a whistle and a foul by Southeastern will be their seventh team foul. And the foul will go against Eric Davidson, his second personal. So at the line will be Jeremy Tyler for the first time tonight. As the crowd gets loud here, he sinks the first of two. Tyler, an 85% free throw shooter, as Nick Wethington and Wade Traeger depart. And Coach Brian Satterfield of Hamilton Southeastern will call a full timeout with 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in regulation. Number 1 Tech leads number 3 Hamilton Southeastern 48-46. You're watching Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online, and you're listening tonight on Indiana Talks Saturday night high school game of the week. Welcome back to Hamilton Southeastern High School. Brian Scott with you tonight on ASO and Indiana Talks. 4:31 remains in this fourth quarter. Tech has a 2-point lead, 48-46. As you watch Royals basketball on ASO and listen tonight on Indiana Talks, your online source for news, sports, and political talk. That's indianatalks.com. Jeremy Tyler returns to the free throw line where he has one more awaiting him. Again, an 85% free throw shooter. And he looks to put up Tech by 3 with a made free throw, which he does. 49-46, Tech. Still a lot of basketball left to be played as Paul Furlan brings it in the front court, gives it right side to Zak Irvin. Irvin skip pass to Davison, touch back to Jenkins, beyond the arc left side. Back to Irvin, down to Furlan. Titans now working a zone as they run a 1-3-1 zone. Davidson in the far corner with the Titans running out on the three-point shooter. Zak Irvin will get the ball, drive with the right hand, leave it to Jenkins. Jenkins stutter steps. Coach Delaney wanting a travel. Here's a nice drop-off by Ross Risley as he catches Zak Irvin driving baseline. Foul's going to be called against Tech and send Irvin to the line. It will go against Demetrius Shaw. Coach Delaney looking for the travel by Jenkins, but doesn't get satisfaction, and Irvin's at the line. And Zach cans the first of 2. Irvin with 20 points now in this contest. It's 2-point Tech lead, and Zak Irvin looks to trim that deficit to 1 with a made free throw. Second free throw is good. 49-48, Tech with the 1-point lead and the basketball. Under 4 minutes left to play in regulation. Walker directs traffic for Tech between the circles, backs it up, picks up his dribble, gives it to Lyles, way out beyond the arc. Back to Walker at the timeline, finds Jones at the top of the key to Lyles, back to Jones. Drives in the lane, right-hand runner, no good. Poor shot by Jones, and Zak Irvin comes away with a rebound. Irvin retreats to the near corner. Skip pass over to Jenkins, and they play catch as they look at this Tech 1-3-1 zone. Back to Irvin, 3-ball, top of the key, on its way. That's no good. Lyles clears the rebound for Tech. 3:12 remains in regulation. Tech still with a 1-point lead. Right side, Jones in the lane, kicks it out to Walker. Walker, free throw line, gives it out to the right wing. 3-ball on its way, no good by Jeremy Tyler. And a foul, they will say, occurred on the floor. And Southeastern fans not in agreement, as the foul is going to be called against Tyler Jenkins as the boos rain down. It is the 8th team foul, and it will be Shaw at the line with a 1-and-1. Jenkins trying to get some clarification from the official, and he's going to go tell Brian Satterfield what the official saw. Shaw hits the front end of the 1-and-1. 3 minutes remain in regulation. 50-48 is our score. Southeastern crowd trying to get into this one as they get loud for the free throw attempt. Second free throw is up. It's good as Shaw converts the back end of the 1-and-1. And once again, Tech has a 3-point lead, under 3 left to go in regulation. Furlan, left-hand dribble, drives left of the lane, puts a shot up. Can't get it to fall, but he's earning a trip to the line as it will be the 16th foul against Tech. It'll go against Demetrius Shaw, his third. And Paul Furlan is at the line. Furlan, a 79% free throw shooter, shooting 2. First free throw is up. It's good. Furlan with one more free throw. It's on its way. It's good as well. Furlan now with 5 points, and it's a 1-point Tech lead. 2:50 remains in regulation. Royals with a 2-2-1 press, but Tech gets it into the front court easily. Walker with a basketball. Finds Jones at the free throw line. Tried to give it to Lyles, poked away by Risley into the hands of Paul Furlan. Royals have the basketball, trailing by 1, looking to retake the lead. Zak Irvin works on Lyles, drives left of the lane, puts it up, leaves it short, and we'll have a whistle as Lyles gets the rebound, and the foul's going to go against Southeastern. So we'll head down to the other end of the court for free throws by Tech. You could see Zach wanting to work one-on-one on Lyles. Lyles might have affected that shot. Zach was looking for the foul, and Trey Lyles will head to the free throw line. 22 points for Trey Lyles. He's 2 of 2 from the line. And this is a 1-and-1. It was the 9th team foul against Southeastern. Lyles' first free throw is good. He'll get the bonus. 52-50. 2:25 remains in regulation. Everything we hoped it would be. A tight ball game throughout. And Lyles with one more free throw. Second free throw. That's short off the front rim. Risley clears the rebound. He will give it to Irvin. Irvin brings it up the near sideline. Gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins touch pass to Furlan. Here's Irvin wide open for 3, and he hits from the top of the key. Irvin gives the Royals a 1-point lead, 53-52, with 2:06 remaining in regulation. And now the crowd rises and chants defense. Under 2 left to go in regulation. Walker, left side, he finds Tyler. They swing it back around to Walker. Walker, entry pass to Lyles. Lyles around Risley, lays it up with the right hand, and it rims out. Irvin with a rebound for Southeastern. Royals up by a point with 1:39 left to go in regulation. Zach, right-hand dribble, stops, kicks it back out to Jenkins near the midcourt stripe. And now we will have a timeout called by Royals head coach Brian Satterfield with 1:32 left to go in regulation. Hamilton Southeastern ranked number 3 in the state of Indiana, 53. The number 1 ranked Arsenal Tech Titans, 52. You're watching Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online and listening tonight on IndianaTalks.com. Brian Scott back with you at Hamilton Southeastern High School. It's been everything we thought it would be. A tight game throughout. Both teams have been able to make some runs. Both teams have not been able to lead by more than 4 or 5 points throughout this entire contest. And Zak Irvin's 3 has given Hamilton Southeastern a 53-52 lead with 1:32 left in regulation. For Hamilton Southeastern, it is Zak Irvin that leads them with 24 points. Trey Lyles for Tech has 23 points. So 2 of the top players in the state of Indiana trying to match each other stroke for stroke here tonight. And right now, that 1 point that Irvin has over Lyles is the difference in the game. Royals inbounded. They'll get it to Irvin with 1:30 in the backcourt. Zak will bring it into the front court. We watched this a lot from Coach Satterfield last year with Indiana's Mr. Basketball, Gary Harris. When it got late in the game, you put the ball in the hands of your best player. Irvin in the lane. Right-hander, no good. Ross Risley with a putback. Ross Risley puts back the shot. Southeastern leads by 3. Lyles in the lane. Has it blocked from behind by Risley. Furlan has the basketball. Under a minute left to play. Southeastern up by 3, and Lyles commits the foul. It is the 7th team foul against Tech. As Ross Risley, with a fantastic follow-up on Irvin's miss, puts it back in, and then he blocks Lyles' shot on the other end. Furlan at the line for the 1-and-1. And gets the first one. It rattles around and drops. A 2-possession game, 56-52, with 55.1 seconds remaining. Second free throw on its way. It's also good. Furlan with some clutch free throws. It's a 5-point Southeastern advantage. 55 seconds remaining. C.J. Walker will bring it into the front court. He will go right side. Looks at the top. Tyler had the ball, but defense closed down. Lyles beyond the arc, backs up, pulls up the 3. That's no good. Zak Irvin with a rebound. Lyles looking for the 3. Irvin gets the ball to Furlan, and now Furlan's fouled with 32.4 seconds remaining. Royals up by 5, 57-52, and we'll head to the other end of the court for more free throws. Paul Furlan is 4-4 from the line all in this quarter as he's come up with some clutch free throws. 18 foul against Tech. 1-and-1 is in effect. Lots of people standing here at Hamilton Southeastern. Furlan hits the first. 58-52, and now head coach Jason Delaney of Tech calls a timeout as the Royals are up by 6. A made free throw here would make it a 3-possession ball game with only 32.4 seconds remaining in this ball game. Again, this has been everything we had hoped it would be. For Hamilton Southeastern after tonight, things don't get much easier because they will have to leave and go on the road to play at Lawrence North. That's next Saturday. So they will have faced the number 1 team in the state and then move right on and face a Lawrence North team, which might be moving up the rankings rather quickly. Lawrence North defeated Fishers last night. Fishers, who came into the game last night with a record of 10-4, fell to the Wildcats as Lawrence North beat them handily 68-49. Paul Furlan's back at the line with a very, very clutch free throw. This free throw would make it a 3-possession game. Royals clear the lane. Free throw is no good. Lyles with a rebound. 30 seconds remain. A 6-point Southeastern lead. C.J. Walker guarded by Davidson. Right side almost stolen, but they get it to Lyles beyond the arc. Lyles drives baseline. He is fouled by Risley. They wave off the basket as Lyles flushed it with a right hand as Risley will pick up the personal. Ross is second. 10th team foul against Southeastern. And Lyles at the line to shoot 2. Lyles has had an outstanding night for a player that averaged 18 points a game. And he's got some big free throws here. And he hits the first of 2. "24 points for Trey Lyles. One more, but the best they can do is make it a 4-point game. It's still a 2-possession game with 20.9 seconds remaining as Lyles hits the second, and a timeout is called. A 30-second timeout called by Tech. Resetting things for you, Tech has committed 18 fouls, so they still can give up a foul and put the Royals at the line for the 1-1. Meanwhile, Hamilton Southeastern, that last foul was their 10th team foul, so the double bonus is in effect for Arsenal. 24 points for Zak Irvin, now 25 points for Trey Lyles, as the two superstars in this game have lived up to billing, though for Zak Irvin, he only had, of his 24 points, he has scored 20 of them here in the second half. Out of the timeout, Royals look to inbound. Furlan gives it to Irvin, and Irvin is immediately fouled. We're heading to the other end of the court, as I believe C.J. Walker managed to commit the personal foul. Now they'll give the foul to Jeremy Tyler. The 19th foul, Irvin at the line to shoot the 1-1. Royals up by 4. It will remain a two-possession game no matter what. Zak at the line. First free throw is good. He'll get the bonus. Big free throw from Zak. He now has matched Lyles, 25 points apiece. Second free throw as Irvin gets the bonus. Second free throw is up. It's good. 26 points for Zak Irvin, a 6-point Southeastern lead. 18 seconds remain. C.J. Walker, pull-up three, top of the key. No good, but a foul on the three. A foul on the three-point shot as Eric Davidson picks up his third. Walker with a pull-up three. It was long, but they said Davidson got him on the arm, so Walker's at the line shooting three. First free throw is up. It's good. Walker, who had 3 points before that free throw, all of them in the first half on a old-fashioned three-point play. Second three hits the front rim and drops. If he can make this, it would be a three-point game with 14 and a half seconds remaining. Third free throw is good. He makes all three, and now Jason Delaney will call timeout with 14 and a half seconds remaining. Southeastern leads 60-57, but they'll have the basketball. Next Tech foul will be the 10th team foul, so the double bonus now in effect for both teams. As both squads huddle around their coaches. The Titans around Coach Jason Delaney. The Royals around head coach Brian Satterfield. The third-ranked Royals currently a three-point lead on number one Tech, 60-57. 14 and a half seconds remain in regulation. Eric Davidson fouls C.J. Walker on a three attempt. Walker is able to hit all three free throws with the clock stopped. And there is still some life in the Titans, as we'll see if they elect to foul the Royals straight out of on the inbound. It'll be Paul Furlett, Eric Davidson, Ross Risley, Tyler Jenkins, and Zak Irvin for the Royals. That's the starting five. Furlan runs, gives it to Irvin. Irvin quickly fouled by Trey Lyles. For Lyles, it's his second personal with only less than a second running off the clock. It was at 14 and a half. It's now down to 13.7, and we head down to the Royals end of the court where Zak Irvin will have two free throws as the double bonus is now in effect. One free throw makes it a two-possession game. And Zak hits the first free throw. Two-possession game, a 4-point lead. 61-57, 13.7 seconds remain. One more free throw for Zak Irvin. And Irvin hits the clutch free throws. He has hit all 6 of the free throws in this quarter. Driving right side, Leo Williams. He runs right over Paul Furlan. No foul. Williams makes the layup. Furlan's going to need some help getting up off of the court. And a timeout is called with 8 seconds left on the clock. 62-59 is our score. So 8 seconds remain, and we'll likely see Tech do what they did on the previous Southeastern inbounds play, immediately foul whoever gets the basketball. Royals with some good free throw shooters on their squad. Of course, Irvin, as I said, has made all 6 of the free throws that he has attempted in this quarter. A 73% free throw shooter. Eric Davidson, an 87% free throw shooter. And Paul Furlan, who has also been clutch from the line, a 79% free throw shooter. So here we go. 8 seconds remain. A 3-point lead for Southeastern. As they'll give the ball to Furlan. Furlan looks, finds Zak Irvin. Irvin's fouled from behind. Looks like this foul will go against Michael Jones, and Zak is going to head to the other end of the court. Well, once again, 1 out of 2 makes it a 2-possession game, but with only 7.3 seconds remaining on the clock. Irvin heads to the line. The rest of the team heads to talk to Coach Satterfield. So they clear the lane. Irvin 6 of 6 from the line this quarter. First free throw is good. It's a 2-possession game, 7.3 seconds remain. Zak looking for point number 30 with this free throw. Rims around and falls down. And 30 points for Irvin, 64-59. They'll let Leo Williams pull up the 3. It's short. Ball is loose. Tyler Jenkins secures the rebound. And the third-ranked Hamilton Southeastern Royals have knocked off number 1 Tech by the score of 64-59. We ask you to just be patient with a couple of minutes. We'll have final stats in just a moment. You've been watching Royals basketball on Audio Sports Online. And online, you've been listening on IndianaTalks.com. Welcome back to Hamilton Southeastern High School, where the third-ranked Royals have knocked off top-ranked Arsenal Tech by the score of 64-59. This is everything we thought it would be coming into tonight. A back-and-forth game both ways. It was a sluggish first half, but things really took off here in the second half as Trey Lyles and Zak Irvin both went hot for each of their respective teams. In the end, it was Zak Irvin and the Royals. They were able to hold on, and they get the victory tonight at Hamilton Southeastern, 64-59. Let's give you our final stats for tonight's game. For the visiting Tech Titans, Trey Lyles finished well above his average. He had 25 points on the night, 13 points from Michael Jones, 9 points from Jeremy Tyler, 6 points for C.J. Walker, 4 points for Demetrius Shaw, 2 points for Leo Williams, and Rashawn Richardson played. He did not score. For the victorious Hamilton Southeastern Royals, Zak Irvin finished with 30 points on the night. He got 26 of those in the second half alone, including a clutch 8 of 8 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. 8 points for Paul Furlan. He also was clutch from the line in that fourth quarter. 8 points as well for Eric Davidson. 5 points each from Wade Traeger and Tyler Jenkins. 2 points from Justin Barksdale. Chris Ford, Larry Johnson, Keegan Tyler Janney, and Nick Wethington all played. They did not score. Hamilton Southeastern led 9-8 after the end of the first quarter. It was Tech leading at the half, 21-19. Southeastern led by 4 after the end of 3, 44-40, and they go on to win this game by 5 by the score of 64-59. For the Tech Titans, they will drop now to 15-3 on the season, while Hamilton Southeastern will improve to 14-1 on the year, and we should see some interesting movement in the Class 4A polls come Monday evening. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to Royals basketball tonight on Audio Sports Online, and we also want to give a very special welcome to those of you that tuned in tonight on IndianaTalks.com. Once again, your final score from Hamilton Southeastern. The third-ranked Royals knock off top-ranked Tech by the score of 64-59. This is Brian Scott saying thanks for tuning in tonight. Look forward to seeing you next time for high school basketball on ASO and Indiana Talks. Until then, so long, everybody.